Hi, I'm Ron Timmermans with the Florida Aviation Network, one of the many hosts, and we're broadcasting today live and in the clear from EAA AirVenture 2025 in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I've got three wonderful guests with me today that I'm going to introduce to you in a moment, and behind us is a beautiful Spartan Executive. I don't know why I couldn't remember it. Beautiful airplane from Triple Tree, South Carolina. And my guests today are Ben.
Hi, happy to be here. I'm Ben Templeton.
Thank you, Ben. And Jack.
Thanks for having me on this interview.
Good. And Mick.
Thanks for talking to us.
All right, good. So three successful and aspiring aviators, and so let me tell you just a little bit about them. Ben on my right here is quite accomplished. I've interviewed Ben at least two other times. The first time was the summer where you took a Piper Cub and flew and landed in all 48 states, as I recall.
Yes, sir.
And then ended up here at Oshkosh.
Flew back to Oshkosh.
And flew back to Oshkosh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. How many hours was that?
That trip, excluding Oshkosh, was 160 hours, and then Oshkosh was about 14 hours each way. So.
Wow, and that's from Triple Tree, South Carolina, huh? Yeah, that's good. So you hear the airplanes in the background. Of course, this is an active airport today, and lots of people are leaving. People are going up for training flights, getting ready for the air show and the like. So there'll be some background music to aviators, if you will. So Ben, what year was that you did the round the country flight?
I did the Cub trip in 2021, and we had the Cub here that year as well.
Indeed, and I remember interviewing you in front of the Cub with your map and showing all 48 states that you landed in. Quite a thrill. And then last year, I think it was, I interviewed you as well, and you're up here in the Spartan Executive with three other young people.
Yes, sir. We brought three kids from Triple Tree. That was the first year passing the torch. We were parked right up on the vintage wings by the Red Barn.
Yeah, good. I remember that. So you mentioned passing the torch. So we need to talk a little bit about that. Pat at Triple Tree Aerodrome is interested in passing the torch. In other words, getting young people more involved in aviation with the aircraft you have there. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, his goal is, he says, to get old people out of old airplanes, and he put young kids flying old airplanes, or really any airplanes, just to spread aviation and get young kids flying.
Excellent. Well, my compliments to Pat and my congratulations. Obviously, he's doing a good job with Ben and these two young men as well as others that he's helped get into young men into old airplanes, which is really, really cool. So, Ben, just to follow up now, you started flying at what, 16, 17, I imagine, and you're now, let me ask you your age. Before I ask you your age, tell me how many hours you have and what all you fly.
Right now I'm flying a Hawker 900. I got about 3,000 hours total time, and I previously was flying a Lear 60 and a King Air and just got my restricted ATP.
Excellent. And how many hours now? I mean, how old are you?
I'm 22.
All right. What an accomplishment, or a series of accomplishments for a man that young. Inspiring other people like Jack here on my left. Jack, you're still in high school, is it?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be a senior this year.
Excellent. At what school?
Riverside High School in South Carolina.
Where in South Carolina?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, okay. And so you're well on your way to your private pilot's license, I understand. How many hours do you have?
About 35 hours working on solo before I prepare for my check ride.
Good. And what are you flying, Cessnas?
Cessna 172s.
All right, they're a great airplane for training. So what was it like flying in this bird?
Well, it's a different animal. I'm used to flying old Cessnas, and something like this, big old tail dragger, complex, high power. Beautiful airplane. It was a really great experience on the way up here.
I'll bet you could really thrill the thrust on the takeoff roll, huh?
Oh yeah, you can really feel that thrust.
Yeah, a little different than a Cessna, but they're a great airplane to train in. Well, I wish you the best. 35 hours. You'll be taking your check ride before long and graduate from high school, and then on to perhaps a flying career after college, huh?
Yes, sir. My hope is to fly professionally. That's my goal.
Good. I hope you're able to make it, I'm sure. And if you let me change places with you, Mick, good to visit you and meet you as well. So you're already a private pilot, is that correct?
Yeah, I got my private license in March.
Okay. In South Carolina?
Yeah, I did my check ride in Elberton, Georgia. All my training in Greenville, South Carolina.
All the training in Greenville, and then check ride is where the DP was, I imagine.
That's right.
Good. And what were you flying?
Cessna 172.
Okay, and that's about the biggest you've flown until you got in this big bird?
Yeah, pretty much.
Good. Well, this is quite a machine, isn't it? A little more complex than the Cessna?
Yeah, it's fun. I'm not really used to not being able to look out the front when taxiing, so that was a little bit different. But
yeah, that is, cool when you're taxiing a tail dragger, it is a little different, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So I understand you're moving in a few weeks, huh?
Yeah, I'm moving back to Germany to go to college there. I've lived here for 6 years. It was a great experience. But I think for the next 3 years in college, I'll be better off in Germany.
Yeah, and you're going to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
And what do you hope to do after that?
Try to get back into flying. I've been doing a paid internship as I'm in college, so I should be making some money that should be able to fund my more hours and trying to get my instrument rating and stuff like that, or my commercials. So
Excellent. Well, 3 great pilots here with me. I'm delighted to be in their presence and in the presence of this beautiful airplane behind us. Thank you, Pat, for passing the torch and getting new people in old airplanes and getting us old people out of the old airplanes. That's a wonderful thing to do, and we're certainly influencing the next generation of pilots. I'm glad to be in and amongst them today. For the Florida Aviation Network, I'm Ron Timmermans, reporting live and in the clear from EA AirVenture 2025, Oshkosh, Wisconsin.